I would like to
Yeah.
kick us off because I don't know how long I'm going to be available,
Love it.
if that would be okay.
Yeah. Yes, it would. Thank you.
My word for the day is, I don't know, I feel very effervescent. All bubbly.
That's a good word.
You're gonna make me spell that?
Just put bubbly in for short.
I'll spell it. No, I'll spell it.
Sorry, Jesse.
It's too early to spell that big a word.
I got a new haircut. Well, I got my hair recut and it looks good. It makes me feel good. I've gotten a lot of compliments. And not that I need validated, but it's nice to know that other people notice. I like my haircut too, so.
I think that's the most important, Mona. Is that what you like? I mean, it's nice to get a compliment. Who doesn't like a compliment? But it's when you can look in the mirror and say, I like this haircut. Because you're the one that knows when it's a bad haircut too.
Yeah.
It's not nice. Then it's not nice at all. So yeah, I hear you.
The good thing is your hair grows out so you can have a do-over. I wish that we could have do-overs like that in our lives when we start recognizing things immediately.
That's true.
Instead of taking 2 years, 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's just the older you get, the longer it takes.
I know.
It seems like.
That would be boring, right, Mona?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. So by that, I would love to invite, I'd love to invite Lynn Monahan in.
Lynn Mona. I never noticed the Mona part, Mona. Lynn Mona. Thank you. And on that, yes, it would be very boring. My word is to surrender. And when I surrender, to surrender more.
Ooh, I like that. Can you surrender to bubbly?
Yes, Mona, that's what I need to do. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm choosing to do.
Cool.
Yeah. In my resistance, I choose bubbly. Or that other word.
Effervescent.
I know.
It's in the chat.
I know. I was in humor.
I'm so glad to hear everybody smile and laugh this morning. That is so cool.
Yes, and in your laugh, Mona, I heard the playfulness of innocence.
Thank you. It's so easy to practice it when you're with other people that practice it too.
Oh, massive. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Craig, would you like to offer your word at this time?
I would love to. Thank you, Lynn. Yeah, my word today is abundance. Abundance of the heart. And from deep inside that space, there is effervescence and bubbly. And there's also surrender. Mm,
That sounds
And there's-
beautiful.
yeah. And there's unconditional love that I really can't describe. And there's also creative tension that's there permanently. That desperately wants to be expressed. And experienced. So with that, Pascal, I invite you into the space today. What do you bring?
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, as soon as you talk about the heart, like I felt it in my heart. And I want to say, like, Saturday, I had a taste of your heart. So that was really nice.
Mm,
What I'm bringing to the heart is clarity.
mm,
So I feel the more I work on myself, the more I work with you guys, the more I'm clear on what I want to accomplish. It's getting more and more clear. So thank you. I'd like to invite Jesse this morning.
All right. Thank you all. Well, I'm gonna powerful creators, what I'll add in here. Powerful creator from the heart with clarity, effervescence. Surrendering. So that we may recognize the powerful creators that we are, the choices that we have, and the communities that we're creating. That would be my honor to invite Nikki.
Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, I love everything about the heart. You know, for me, that's my first intelligence. That's where I feel I'm creating and being centered and guided. So I love, thank you. And my word for the day is trust. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And yeah, it's trusting in the unknown and that you don't have to know. So yeah, that's my word for the day is trust. Thank you.
Or Nikki, I love that word trust. I had to utilize trust and make a decision to tell somebody no. And I felt good with it. And I trusted myself.
Yeah. I think if you need nothing, you're triggerless, you know, and mostly whatever you think you need is mostly likely connected to that wounded from childhood. So, yeah, when you realize you need nothing, you're embracing your full power and your potential. So that's where my trust comes into it. So thank you, Mona.
Hmm. All right. Effervescent, bubbly. Thank you, Mona. With a beautiful smile and haircut. Laugh. Great kickoff. Lynn surrendering. And surrendering some more to what is. What is, what isn't. And Craig, abundance of the heart. Pascal with clarity. My creator. And Nikki is trusting the process, the self, and creation. And we just bring all them in and set them spinning. As we look at our day, our interactions with others, we just let this guide and center and choose as it comes in front of us. And with that for today, I'll open it up to what you would like to share, celebrate, contribute, and bring into existence.
I have something that's come up for me is, celebrating in the now of realizing not just unconsciously or consciously, but literally living a life of being conscious. I think for me, it's been so much worth the fact that I can really celebrate because of my experiences, but knowing that it's brought me to where I am now. And that to me is very powerful. And now I just want to create more, like just want to create because of the creation and having the opportunity, And I think this is where you get to celebrate you. And it can sound so like, oh yeah, okay, but when you really embody that and really celebrate you, because you are your masterpiece. You are the creation, and you can give anything you choose to give to you. And I'm not saying it's not to have it from the outside, of course, but when even self-love, even when you really truly love you, it's just a bonus others love you because you love you. When you like have a detox and you get all that junk out of your body, it's very hard to go back into eating junk. Do you know what I mean? It's like you cleaned out. It's cleaned out. So you're only receiving what you want to put in what you're giving out. And I think that is where we draw everything now into the active experience of what we're choosing right now. And that's why I have this knowing now that this morning when I had a overlook over my lifespan of being here, yeah, it's a real celebration. It's a completion. It's like it's complete. And when you really think about being complete and being satisfied in the now, it's not about achieving anything than just where you are. Yeah. And to me, that's living. So that's what came up for me. Thanks.
Yeah, I felt a lot of zingers today as people were sharing their words. The surrender word has come up for me quite often in the last few days. And in one sense, surrender is about giving something up or leaving something behind. And in another sense, there's a surrender to something. For me, I'm leaving behind old structures. That were useful at one time, but aren't useful anymore. And surrendering to the cosmic superconscious and with all of superconscious creating new structures. And quite frankly, that's the most difficult thing I've done in my life or attempted to do. but at the same time, it's the most joyful. Because in that space, there's nothing to hold me back. There's no obstacle at all. There's nothing but potential. And that space is where trust is developed. Thank you, Mona. Trust the process. I'm learning. A little bit slow, more slow than I would like to, but yeah. And what really encourages me is I have one-on-one conversations with pretty much everybody in the room here in the last few weeks about exactly what I just said. So I know all of us are kind of in that same space, and it's we're cracking open something really, really big for ourselves and for all of humanity right now.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm so pleased that we're doing this together. Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful because without relationships, we can't really do it. Relationships adds on. It actually can promote you. It can take you
Yeah.
to that next level. And when you are living the best version of yourself, you can inspire others to live their best versions of themselves. And that's when you get into this understanding that you're not just encouraging and inspiring each other, but you're giving motivation. You're allowing them to really seek their heart and allowing them to come out of their truth. And that is where we all have to be, is in our heart and be our truth. Because your life matters. You matter. We don't need to convince anybody anymore. It's your life that demonstrates what others want to see. Because others have to see it first. You can tell them, but they need to see it. We all learn differently. We're all in different levels of consciousness. Everybody is not in the same level. As much as you think they are, they're not. And that's where judgment comes in. That's when, oh yeah, who does she think? Who does he think? Blah, blah. And you can make all accusations. I don't know, whatever you want to think. But when you're really knowing what you know, that's all that really matters here. It doesn't matter if somebody agrees with you. It doesn't matter, because it's important for you. And it's because of that thinking that you feel that you haven't got anything. For example, I speak for myself. Or what have I got to share? Who am I? Who are you not? Because it's a pattern of what you were thinking through the time that you came into now. We are renewing every single cell in our body every single day as we speak. So, yeah. When we have that concept, it's a flow. It becomes very easy. It's simple. It becomes fun.
Yeah, I've discovered two things that really get my mojo going. One is creating something from nothing. And the other is co-creating with other people. I just want more and more and more of both of those. And that's the creative tension in my heart speaking.
What do you mean tension in your heart when you're speaking that? Because isn't that a
Creative
choice?
tension. Creative
Oh,
tension.
creative tension.
Yeah, creative
Can you
tension. It's
can you
there all the time.
collaborate?
All the time. Anytime.
Collaborate. Explain that.
Collaborate.
Yeah, explain that.
It's kind of like taking the creative tension in my heart, which is really a pressure to express, and combining that with someone else's pressure to express creates something magical.
Why
That keeps
pressure?
happening.
Or why pressure?
There's a pressure. There's a pressure there's a pressure in my heart
Mm.
to express something, anything. It's just there.
Yeah, I'd like to celebrate beingness instead than
Mm.
doing. Sunday is it's kind of the day for me to just be. I can do whatever I want, but mostly I try to just be. And I realize how amazing I accomplish by just being with my wife, and listen to her, and I don't have to do anything. Just being there for my dogs. Just sometimes that's how we need. We're so caught up in that doing, and I realized lately that I accomplish so much more by just being. So yeah, I would just want to celebrate that with you guys.
Thanks, Pascal.
Thanks, Pascal.
For reminding the difference between to notice being and doing. Reminds me of charges, charging, charges, compassion, and creating. Choice. It's like being. What are we being? And Craig surrendering, the old, letting go, wobbling, letting it out, wiggles to giggles. New structures, letting new things fall in places as awareness, experience, and building new patterns, like new structures. We are building new patterns. And like I was thinking about this week, or like being neutral. It's like, oh, I was working being neutral. And like thinking about us as humans, I was thinking about the environment that we're in. It's like, it was in the moment I was taking a cold shower. It was like, and amazing that we come from a really warm place for 9 months. It's perfect for 9 months. And then when we come out, we're trying to get back in there. Why? Because, well, that's the only thing we know. Say that again. Did you ask, do I think that's true?
I said, is that not the truth sometimes?
Ain't that
We
the
want to
truth?
go back to where all that safe stuff is.
That's right. It was traumatic, and we can't.
According to our friend Christian, it's not warm and cozy in there. It's dark and cold.
Mm. Well, I say that's before we come in. It was quite the story, quite the experience to it, and none of which, well, the only thing I could say is like, I don't remember that.
Do you remember the other?
Well, if I want to, I can make one up. Yeah.
Fair enough.
My point is that I think that, well, anything in our body we get trained to, we get accustomed to, and it is, if you think about it, is the only thing we know. And that amazing pattern for surviving, also causes us to view world differently as we need to. So as it is just a part of who we are, doesn't make us anything different for the future, unless we make it that way, unless we tie it into it. So being neutral, right? You don't have to have that. You don't have to have the past. You don't have to hang on to it, charged by it. It's like surrendering. It's there. It's there. I acknowledge it, and I let it go. Let it go. That's what I celebrate. Thank you.
And I celebrate the process. Because it's not like you let go and that you're done with letting go. because something else keeps popping up. But and it gets to be amusing after a while, as you can tell by my laughter. It's like, oh my God, I thought I was done with that. Are you kidding me? But it just makes room, makes a lot of room. I had a little discussion yesterday with Joe around, what do we got to lose? And if you've let go of a lot, there's not a heck of a lot more to lose. And letting go gets easier and easier and easier. And what seems to be more difficult is stepping into potential. But I'm getting to a point where taking a step back is not really an option anymore. Yeah, potential is unknown, uncertain. Requires trust. Requires courage. Without that heart work, couldn't do it.
Unconscious. When I say my name, say your name. This positive self-image and immediately become available to manifest on all levels of consciousness of all of my beings. This is coming home to you. This is welcoming and introducing the new you. We weren't here to be the same. We were here to evolve. And change is not easy. No one says it is, but it's necessary. Many are chosen, but few are selected. Many are going to be chosen, but only few are going to be selected to follow through to the end. And it's very exciting times. These are very exciting times. This is basically what we have been waiting for centuries, decades, lifetimes. And if we don't get to experience it now, we're going to come back and experience it again. Because what you don't learn, you're going to have to repeat. So why not just take a chance, choose you, take a risk, do it with fear, bet on you. You don't need anyone to bet on you anymore. You can bet on yourself. And that takes boldness, that takes courage. Till you get to do it. So you get to do it. So you get to be it. So you get to see it. Then you become a witness. Otherwise, it's just talk. We can talk here all day long if we want to. But it's the actions that's going to determine your unconscious what it says yes to. That's it. That's simple. We don't make it, you can make it as complicated as you want. That's it. And when you get that, it's just one way. There's only one way, forwards. This is where separation of victim and victorious of being the creator of where and what you're here for.
My heart wants to swim in the unknown.
Is the pressure gone then, Greg?
What do you mean?
You spoke about the pressure, the creative pressure in your heart. Instead of you're swimming, if you're aligning to your heart's desire, swimming on the unknown, is the pressure gone?
The pressure is what gives me the courage to go there. It's not resistance.
Good.
It's creative pressure. Pressure to express, pressure to create.
Can't all resistance then be determined as creative tension, creative pressure? Because that's what there is for us to observe.
I don't think so.
Has not the potential to create. All our resistance has the potential to create. That's why we're given the contrast, creates resistance for us to lean in, listen, and learn from.
Yeah, maybe this is natural
Mm,
tension.
mm. Mm.
It's true tension. It's that abundance that wants to express itself.
Mm. Your inner being.
Yeah.
When we have tension, we're swimming in the wrong direction. It's like our inner being calling us out.
Yes.
Misaligned here. Check in.
Yeah. Keep going, Lynn.
I will.
Yeah.
If it's there, when it's there.
Yeah, there's more. There's more there.
There's always more.
Yeah. You're doing it right now. Your heart is expressing creative tension.
I know.
So keep going.
Attempting to word it and verbalize it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking for a way of that when I experience that. To move out of the automatic pilot, to want to do all the habits that have kept it suppressed for many years. So when I feel it, to remember to celebrate it and ask for more of the resistance.
Yes.
Very contrary to what we've been doing all our lives of trying to suppress it and avoid it and push it away. So in my own mind, I'm just trying to come up with a way that I can remember. Maybe I'm going to find a way of anchoring it in, that when it gets triggered, I laugh and celebrate. But it's the remembering to do that, because the autopilot is there. So this call has helped me to do that. Thank you very much.
Love it, Len. Love it. Yes. Yes. You know, I just love that. I just love that. Oh. Beautiful. that's when you get to just be in this moment of just like remembering and just being here and saying, yeah, I did it. I made it. Let's go, you know, celebrating all
the inner
parts.
being
Yeah.
handed me out gold stars saying, okay, you completed that. Now you're on to the next level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Participate in it instead of
Oh,
suppressing it.
Mm.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, live it instead of deny it.
I'm gonna find a name for it.
Yeah, you're going to, honey. Have you looked at yourself? I mean, you are just one hot mama. Like honestly, like your eyes are like this, the color of, you know, what
Really?
the color of the ocean. I mean, it's just the crystal blue ever. I mean, wow, like wow.
I'll definitely
try-
come back here. Thanks, Nikki.
I'm telling you, like I really like, wow, I'm an observer. I look and I know what beauty is because I've, you know, been in the industry in the beauty world for the last 25 years of my life. So I know what I'm talking about. I've, you know, and in the physical form, it gets that beauty is within, but getting to know you and having to have this connection that, you know, it's just been so inspiring and motivating and uplifting. And you know, I go back to the videos and seeing your videos that I came across, and I was like just blown away because that's really upgrading, you know, in a way of just seeing somebody that you go, wow, that's wow, that's the wow factor. Because I saw all wants to know. We all want to know. I mean, that's the obvious, right? But when you get to witness it in somebody else, then you go, oh my God, if she can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? This is really the master of going forwards in relationships. And you as what I have witnessed in this time has just been, I say it with a real sincerity that I'm in love with you. Like I in love with you. I mean, and
You know,
and you know, people think, oh, you can't say that to somebody because it's all on sexual. It's nothing sexual. Get over yourself. You know, it's just like romance was only 800 years ago. I mean, loving somebody and really loving them for who they are, the core of them, and they can move you and they can inspire you and motivating you. Oh my God. You don't have to be in the opposite sex to have that. You know what I'm saying? You can have, I'm just saying in the fact that what you're doing is just, yeah, it's just love. And that obviously will come into a relationship of the opposite sex, you know, that you're looking and will receive, because it's just inevitable. It's just the obvious. It's the obvious. Yeah. Does that make sense to you? I mean, do you understand that what I'm saying? Yeah.
Absolutely, I understand it, of course.
Oh, I'm so happy about that. Because yeah, you know, it's
my inner
yeah.
being just handed me a gold star, Nikki.
Oh my God, you have a gold
demonstrated
star.
all the
Like
resistance.
literally, you have a gold star right in the forehead, like in the middle of your pineal eye, like right there in the center, right there. You have a beautiful mind. You have a beautiful mind. You have a beautiful soul. And it just reflects. It just expresses from the outside. And that's where, you know, yeah. And if I can see that, trust me, there's plenty, many that do see that. Maybe not express it the way I express it, but my expression is my heart, and I know what I'm choosing to say, when to say it, and this was the time to say it. So thank you for receiving that. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Thank you for voicing it, Nikki, because you made me swallow my own words just before you committed. to connecting on that level with me, because that created a lot of resistance within me. But you just allowed me to do a demonstration of what I spoke about prior to you engaging. So that is so valuable. That's the priceless part. So thank you, Nikki, for that massive piece of value.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.
So what else is there, Lynn?
I'm just observing. I'm just in awe. Really, I'm grateful that what I consciously spoke about, Nikki just demonstrated on a different level by engaging in that way. And that's it. I didn't fight the resistance, and I responded to it in a way that my inner being wanted to respond to it. And in that I could leap out into my truth.
What does that feel like?
That's the energy of that. Yeah. That's just my heart. That's connected. And that's light and a knowing. That knowing when you connect the way that Nikki is just connected. And in the knowing that I received it in the way that it was intended for, without my unconscious identities wanting to play the same tune. I listened to my inner being.
Sounds like surrender.
Oh, yes, for sure. How do you demonstrate that? Thank you, Nikki. Again. Oh, shucks. I've just realized I'm meant to be on another call. Time flies when you have fun.
Love you, Lynn.
Love you, Lynn. Have an awesome day.
Love you all. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Cheers. Kisses.
Bye.
Wow.
Mind and heart connection, honey. And I'm going to experience that. That's what I'm experiencing. Mind and heart connection.
Yeah.
Interrupt. Mind and connection.
That's interesting how Lynn saw a pattern, and that pattern was interrupted.
Corrupted. What are you trying to say? Incorrupted. Like, what are you saying?
No, the pattern was interrupted. Identified as a pattern.
Yeah. No, she just had resistance. Just had resistance to it.
Yeah, but she had there was a pattern.
Well, that's
an unconscious pattern.
But that's running 95% of our whole lives. We all got that.
Well, exactly.
We all got that. You know, we're all running under our unconscious, like it or not liking it. We're all programmed. We're all programmed. And that's just allowing others just to see you know, and that's the trust of allowing also to speak, because interruption or not interruption is just what people are wanting to feel. Because no matter what you want to say to them intelligently, or, you know, some sort of up there in the sky, people just want to know the truth of what they're feeling and what they want to feel. And that's the strongest emotion of what they want to feel. And what they want to feel is the end of like a movie, like the end of the movie. Like it's the process of a movie, but it's the highest feeling of what you're feeling in that movie. And your life is a movie. It's playing in front of you. You get to play the character of what you want to play. You can play the victim or you can play the hero. Either either. And some of us choose to be the victim. And then some of us choose to be the hero. It's that simple. It's very simple. People making it very complicated because they've got layers that they're working through. But when you're speaking and you're speaking to letting them know how they that they're feeling, what they're feeling is what is obvious. It's just the obvious. This is when you go into the obvious, the unknown. It's not trying to go into highly intelligent or being intellectual or anything. It's just very obvious. And that sign that she did was purely receiving it with what she's choosing now to surrender. It's what she needed to know for herself today. The word of that day was surrendering, that she can surrender to that now. Surrendering is not easy. It's not easy letting go. I agree with that. It's not.
Thank you, guys. What a great conversation. Thank you for allowing me to be in silence and observe. I just, I guess I can listen, and I really enjoy listening in the silence. I love conducting in the silence, conducting myself. Conducting my direction, my orientation, my purposes, my intentions, my alignments. And allowing the feedback, the adjustments, the new frequencies. So.
You know what's so beautiful about that, Jesse? It just came to me as a conductor, you know, when you got a beautiful orchestra that you don't say anything, then just by the hand of how you want the music to go or who wants to play next. And with that guidance and direction, there's a beautiful music. It's a, beautiful music gets played. And yeah, I think being in the space of being in silence has been incredible practice for me. And it's really given me when to speak and when not to speak. It's very powerful. So thank you. And I'm complete, guys. I'm complete. I feel full. My cup's over. running over. I've got a very full day today.
Mm.
And I will be speaking today. Will be my first real Woman Speak Grow Rich. That is my platform today that I'll be doing, and it's going to be a real breakthrough. So yeah, keep me in your thoughts and prayers, as you will all be in my space. So thanks, Pascal. Thanks, Craig. Love you guys.
You bet. Thank you, Nikki.
Thanks,
Cheers, eh?
Nikki. Bye.
Big
Have a
love.
great day.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, I just gotta say that I've got the best job in the world because I can just be with you guys in the morning, and I cannot talk all the time, so they allow me just to be, you know, and just listen and see what comes up, like what image like comes up, like what thoughts, where my resistance. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's absolutely the best. And it's not in the doing, it's really in that silence and just listening.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm complete too.
All right. Wonderful. Well, thank you all. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, have a great day, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Big love, big hugs.
You too.